Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Tissue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be talking about my three favorite things about Mosely. This is an upcoming trade paperback from Boom Studios. But let's talk about the creative team before we go into that. This is written by Rob Gilroy with art by Sam Lotfi, Jean-Francois Boulet on colors, and letters by Andrew Thomas. So I was lucky enough that recently Sam visited my city and I was able to go meet him. I got a commission from him. Maybe follow the channel. I did an unboxing of my Flash commission. It is beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. So I'm a big fan of Sam on the art. So let me give you a quick preview and breakdown of what this book is all about, and then we'll get into my three favorite things about it. So, in the hyper technological world of the late 21st century, Mosley is a bitter old janitor on a from a power mission from a higher power to unleash holy hell upon the too big to fail tech gods. Can one man bring down the corporate powers who've used their vast influence to oppress an all too complacent human race and hopefully win back the favor of his estranged family while he's at it? Mosley's taken up the holy hammer, and you better believe that he's gonna smash some shit until he sets mankind free. But what will happen to the humans if he succeeds when they become too reliant on this AI and technology for so long? Yeah, I mean, look, all that stuff, all those topics, all those concerns are probably at the forefront of a lot of what we're doing now as a society. So it's really interesting to visit this in a fun fashion too. I don't think this book is preachy at all. Like, I really think it takes a very interesting approach to it. So this collection will have issues 1 through 5, which you can see some of the covers here. I'll give you a little bit of an idea. And I was picking this up as it was coming out monthly, but now that the paperback is coming out, I wanted to talk about some of this stuff. So let's get into my three favorite things about this book. First of all, as I've already mentioned, I'm a big fan of Lafay's art. So one of my first favorite things is the art itself. Like, just I'm showing you, and this is a little bit of a spoiler for issue 1, but my goodness, this is fantastic stuff. Like, just the coloring also really just works very well with everything. The design of the characters, the portrayal of how these powers show up, and you'll see more of the art as we go through the video. So, up next, I just want to talk about the world building. This hyper technology, the visions that we see here from this new world, that it's so reliant on this technology, the society that has conformed to having these machines and living in this other artificial world. Like, all that stuff is really fun. I think it's really interesting, and it leads to some very cool images and some imagery here that you can see. Like, it almost feels like a fantasy landscape, but that's kind of what it is, right? It's almost as if you just kind of leave the real world and drift off into this world of fantasy. But it's all because these machines want you to be relying on them. So I really like that aspect of the book. I think it brings a lot of fun questions into to the surface. I think it also just it's interesting commentary of like how escapism and how people look for alternatives to the worlds that they live in. Um, and then the last thing I want to talk about, and that's one of my favorite things as well, is all the cool fighting. Like, there's so many really cool action sequences of mostly here just kicking ass, but also getting his butt kicked, and he gets to face off against many different opponents. This is one of the first encounters, so I don't want to get in too deep because I don't want to give anything too I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, every battle in this book is pretty cool, and as you can see from the other panels that I showed at the beginning, like, it all really kind of escalates. The book really ramps up at a really nice pace, so it's a lot of fun to check this one out. I've been a little uh, some of other Gilroy's books have not been. I just haven't connected with them. Like, they haven't been up my alley. But this one, I think, just a combination of the themes, the topic, and then also, the way that it's displayed by the art and the coloring, like, it all kind of really worked for me. So really enjoyed this one. So this book goes on sale this week. As I mentioned, the collection will come out this week, so make sure to check that out. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.